with head movement, the shit that Boots gonna be doing, all that head moving and sliding, tucking and moving on angles and shit. Boots, that's what Boots gonna attack is late. And Boots got power. He got major power, man. And there's spots where I see Xander, he just gets himself in some bad spots, man. He drops his hands a lot. I see too much exposure on that left side. Way too much exposure on that left side. He gonna have to keep that motherfucking left hand glued to his face because that overhand right of Boots is lethal. It's lethal, man. And Boots turn that uppercut up the middle too, especially from the southpaw stance when Xander's leaning forward, man. Another lethal shot. But man, I see a lot of holes.
Tim Bradley believes this fight comes down to one thing: levels. Jaron Ennis enters the matchup with proven experience, explosive talent, and the confidence that comes from competing at the highest stage. Xander Zayas is talented, determined, and stepping into the biggest opportunity of his career, but Bradley feels there is a clear gap between them. In his view, once Ennis settles into his rhythm, Zayas could quickly discover that he is sharing the ring with a fighter already operating at the elite level.
Once he gets himself in a good rhythm, and he catch you at the mean sequence, he hurt you.
Bradley's confidence comes from studying the styles rather than simply looking at the names. Jaron Ennis is not a fighter who presents the same look every round. He can switch stances effortlessly, vary his speed, attack upstairs and downstairs, fire counters from unexpected angles, and apply relentless pressure without ever appearing reckless. That combination creates major problems for a technical boxer like Xander Zayas, who prefers to stay patient, stick to his structure, and slowly establish his rhythm before taking control.
And Xander's game, especially when you start to put that pressure on him. Yeah. He try to get out of dodge. He don't want none of that.
Against Jaron Ennis, however, finding that rhythm may be nearly impossible. Boots does not just fight with speed. He forces opponents to feel a step behind throughout the contest. Before they can react to one punch, another is already arriving from a different direction. That is exactly why Tim Bradley's warning carries so much weight. He is not questioning Zayas' talent. He is saying that talent alone may not overcome an opponent who is faster, stronger, sharper, and already accustomed to performing under the brightest lights.
He don't like the heat like that. He like his space. His system requires distance. Can he fight a little bit inside? A little bit inside. It's not a specialty. Nah, he want to be able to work the combinations as you throwing shots. He looking for shots to be able to counter in between with, or he looking to start the action, boom, weave underneath shots, counter, boom, boom, and then he on to the next. He around that corner, right? He turned the corner.
For Jaron Ennis, the pressure comes from a different place. Everyone expects him to dominate. Everyone expects him to look spectacular. Everyone expects him to prove that Xander Zayas is not ready for this level. Sometimes those expectations can weigh even more than the opponent standing across the ring. If Ennis wins but struggles, critics will immediately raise questions. If he dominates, many will simply say he did exactly what he was expected to do. That is why this fight is not only about beating Zayas. It is about delivering a statement that leaves no doubt about his place among boxing's elite.
It can hurt you. You get a little bit overzealous, and you start letting your hands go because your boots can be hit, and then all of a sudden, he's stepping back and he's shooting shots underneath. He catch you with you don't see. He can catch you with you don't see, man, and hurt you. So, look, man, if there's gonna be a stoppage, because I'm seeing a lot of people in the comment section talk about, Boots can stop him late, and I'm like, I don't know, but now, I see it. I do see it late. Yeah, there's an opportunity for Boots, and Boots, he a dog, man. I'm telling you, this fight gonna boil down to who got more dog in him, man, for real. Because Xander will stand and fight. He will stand and fight. It's his nature, and he got his corner that's gonna try to reel his. Hey, man, keep boxing. What you doing? Don't fight with this.
Even so, that is exactly what makes this matchup so compelling. Xander Zayas is bringing more than just confidence into the ring. He has youth, discipline, and the hunger that often makes underdogs extremely dangerous. He knows many people believe this fight is one-sided, And that kind of doubt can either overwhelm a fighter before the opening bell or inspire the performance of a lifetime.
And Boots, he run out of ideas, and all Boots want to do is make it a street war. Like, you know what? It's gonna be a street fight, me and you. I'm gonna take your best. You ain't gonna be able to take mine, because I know my is hot and spicy for your. And he gonna just come and try to take your head off. You know, and every shot he gonna be throwing is gonna be a death blow. So, hey, look. If there's gonna be a stoppage, it's gonna be late. It ain't gonna be early. It's gonna be late. Not unless it's like a flash knockdown or something. But nah, I see a late stoppage possibly for Boots. You know, or the
Tim Bradley also made the challenge facing Xander Zayas sound even tougher than many fans realize. He never suggested that Zayas lacks ability, but he believes this is an enormous leap at the wrong stage of his career. From Bradley's perspective, fighting Jaron Ennis is not simply another step forward. It is the type of matchup where one mistake can immediately reveal the difference between being a promising contender and being truly prepared for the elite level.
Also see, you know, Xander winning on the scorecards if he can stay up, you know, on his feet late and win some of those back end rounds, man. But I'm telling Boots gonna come on strong as hell in the end, man, because he gonna need to. I think he might get outboxed and outmaneuvered early on, but I think he gonna have to turn into a straight up dog and try to dog walk Xander, man. And you know, hopefully he doesn't just get picked to pieces as he's coming forward. I highly doubt that, man, but
that is why Bradley's comment stood out so much. He acknowledged Xander Zayas' confidence, skill set, and momentum, yet still questioned whether those qualities would be enough once Jaron Ennis begins applying relentless pressure. Bradley believes Ennis is far more than just a fast fighter. He is unpredictable, physically strong, and extremely difficult to control. So while Zayas may view this as the defining moment of his career, Bradley sees it as a dangerous gamble. If Zayas wins, he shocks the entire boxing world. But if he is overwhelmed, the same fight that was supposed to launch him into superstardom could temporarily slow the momentum his team has worked so hard to build.
To Xander Zayas, you know, in an interview, it's basically saying that, like, hey, the winner gets 55% of the purse. The loser gets 45% of the purse. So, like, some people say, oh, well, that, you know, he's a champion, he's this, he's that. Yeah, I get all of that. He's a champion, and, you know, Xander's the champion. He deserves the bigger pot or whatever. But he didn't get the bigger pot. He got 50-50. He didn't get the bigger pot. He could have got the bigger pot if he believed in himself. Like Boots. Boots believes in himself. That's why Boots is saying 55-45. Let's go. What's happening? What's happening? 55-45. You wanted this? Let's go then. 55-45.
Bradley also emphasized Jaron Ennis' experience, making his overall argument even stronger. He pointed out that Ennis has already performed on the biggest stages, carried the pressure of world-level expectations, and dealt with opponents determined to disrupt his rhythm through different tactics. That experience goes far beyond the number of fights on a record. It comes from knowing how to stay composed when momentum shifts inside the ring. Boots has faced a variety of styles, tempos, and challenges throughout his career. He understands how to adjust when an opponent boxes, clinches, counters, or tries to force the action. Comparing that to Xander Zayas, Bradley believes Zayas certainly has talent, but Ennis has already experienced far more layers of elite competition. In a fight of this magnitude, that experience could ultimately prove decisive. Zayas may arrive fully prepared, but Ennis possesses the ring IQ to read the action, seize control, and make a young challenger uncomfortable very quickly.
Boots is on beast mode, savage mode, different body of energy. Oh, he about to show up and show the. Oh, Boots about to show up and show the hell out, people. I'm sorry, he is. You know, every level of the mental, he unlocked everything he needs to know yesterday at the press conference. I'm serious. From that alone, he dominated the press conference. From that alone, 55-45, dominated the press conference. Then he said, put a wager on it then. Dominated that, right? Then he calls him out on his weight. You know Xander Zayas with, man, his head, big ass catfish head, huge. Now, let's go here. He growing. He 23 years old. He growing. I get it. The boy is 6 foot, growing. The boy love to eat. You know, you love to eat. My man lives, seriously, you know them sticky toys that you can empower. Man, somebody make a damn toy for Xander Zayas. Bam, stick his lips right on it.
LeSean McCoy also added an interesting perspective, making the matchup feel even more intriguing. He views Jaron Ennis and Xander Zayas as two fighters entering this contest from completely different positions. Ennis is the established star expected to dominate, while Zayas is the ambitious young challenger determined to prove the doubters wrong. McCoy also highlighted why both men face pressure. If Boots wins, many fans will simply say that was the expected outcome. But if Zayas manages to make the fight highly competitive, the entire narrative changes overnight. That is why this matchup is about much more than raw talent. It is about who can thrive when the spotlight shines brightest and the expectations become impossible to ignore.
Xander's a good fighter. I like Xander. I just think that Xander don't know enough. Yeah. And take a fight like this. I mean, granted, we get in this game, you in this game to be the best. But I don't think he's ready for a fight like this. I mean, Xander's good, he can fight, but he's still a kid, still a baby, still in learning stages right now.
Unified champion, right?
He is.
Big kid. Seems like he's getting better each and every fight.
And I agree, but Boots in careers, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, they won't pay him enough. You know what I'm saying? But they will pay him enough, because I'm sure after they fight, he's not going to fight.
Make sure to check out our other videos on the screen.